Okay. Hey, hi. Howdy, ho. And away we go. Yes, indeed. Hi there, everybody. Steve, the Baxman Baxley here. A bit disheveled. You think this is disheveled. You think this is. Oh, wait, gentle readers. You have not seen disheveled yet. And if the stream looks a little peaky for you, my apologies, but I blame Xfinity. Welcome, everybody, to the broadcast. And for those of you that don't know, we're still here. I find it very, very interesting. The 18th, which is on Monday, I will be in Lansing, Michigan at the Crown Plaza Hotel, Motel, or whatever they're calling it, for the career fair they're going to have over there. I'm going to just do what I can. Going to have me a little fun. Going to get some freebies for me and a few other people. And if you're wondering what I am doing, to hell with it. There we go. It's Friday. Let my hair down, and there it is. My hair is down, and it is not behaving. Give me a couple of moments. This is part of the reason this program is very popular because you never know what's going to happen. Okay, how you doing, everybody? Excuse me for a moment whilst I get some a little business done. You're going to see how quickly I style myself in the moments ahead. Anyway, we got a good show for you. The show is so great, literally, it blew the LCD uh, off its track. So, okay, Papi Chulo, we love it here. Yes, 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 yes. Boom. Okay. Oh, look now, but now on this side. Now let's take the back. Okay. We Guam very good, don't we? Yes. Okay. This is what we call winging it. Okay, let's put this over here, and we have our wings. Oh boy, we've only been on for 3 minutes and 24 seconds. So, how you doing, everybody? Hello, Matthew. No, hello, Matt, Ed, and Eddie. How you doing? Hello. Um, hello to Jerry and Nancy and everybody else watching us tonight. Chat room is open. Yesterday, yes, friends, we did our annual bit of fun, thrills, and Forever in Blue Jeans. We did our traditional little show where we were in on nothing but our red flannels. There. I look normal now. I'm okay. Did you get the news I gave you on Facebook? Oh boy. Okay, hang on, folks. This might be, I don't want to watch anything. There we go. Come on. Let's get to Facebook. Boop. And forgive me for a couple of seconds whilst it's in the messages. Oh, good. Okay, I'm going into the messages. Or is that the messages? Yada, 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 yada. In the messages. Myra commented on my post. Okay. Mario Lou. By the way, I just want to say to Mario Lou over at Fox 2, my condolences, sympathies, love, and total uh, sending positive vibes to you upon your loss of someone very special. And to the gentleman, I salute. Just remember something, Marielle, and to everybody. Though they have left this mortal soil, they are still walking with you, looking after you in your heart, your mind, and your memories. They will never forget you, and you will certainly never forget them. So, to Marielle Lou, I send you a hug and good vibes and condolences and sympathies. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to find it in messages. That's the bell. Um. Okay. 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 Oh, okay. I got you. I thought it was my message thing. Message. Okay, messenger. Today's been a wild day. Want to know how wild? This wild, kids. This wild. I'll explain this. Okay, let's see. The creator. Oh yeah. Yeah, I should mention this. The creator. Thank you. The creator of Dragon Ball. I wonder if Toonami's going to be doing a little special in memoriam. And I hope I'm doing his name okay. Akira Toriyama passed away, and we lost another legendary mangaka. I hope I also said that right. But he is certainly a legend, and we all will have our memories because legends are unforgettable. So thank you, Matthew, for sending me that little bundlement of information. Okay. Today I picked up my friend Deborah. I'm getting verklempt. It's been a wild day today because I had to drive my friend Deborah to the dentist over at the University of Michigan. So we decided to make a bit of a little day of it when she got through with the big dentist visit, and we decided to go to Whole Foods. You're welcome. Figure I'd give it to you since it's the talk of the town for the past 24 hours. People are making tributes to him. I want to see if Adult Swim I want to see if Toonami does the same thing. Anyway, after she got her business with the dentist done, we went to Whole Foods and got a few things for lunch, mainly sushi. And I drank a little probiotic and did a few other things in Ann Arbor at the campus. We will not mention those because those are personal, and there you go. Anyway, so we did all that. Then we went to the fun folks at Barnes and Noble See, we don't have any bookstores here. And by bookstores, I mean like Barnes and Noble. We used to, but we don't anymore. We got used bookstores, but we need new bookstores. We need a Barnes and Noble. Get on it, City of Jackson. But then again, the City of Jackson, we still got potholes. I should give them the bill for a repair job on Fizz Giggity, my car. Anyway, uh, so I went to Barnes and Noble, and when I know we're 10 minutes into the show and we're supposed to be doing our news bit with CBS Sports and anyone else, but I got to do the monologue. So we went to Barnes and Noble. She went to the Harry Potter section. I went to the sci-fi section. And long ago, 3 years to be exact, because we all know my mom passed away, and her and my father owned the trailer. Well, the trailer got destroyed, and with it, some of my favorite books, including Douglas Adams, all of my Douglas Adams material. So we went to Barnes and Noble, and I saw The Ultimate Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, 5 novels in one outrageous volume. I had to buy it. There you go. And it also has a bonus story. Young Zaphod plays it safe. It's all about the one, the only Zaphod Beeblebrox. We'll talk about this. I've already done talked about this, but guess what I'm doing at the end of the show besides chat with a few folk? I'm going to be reading this. And I will tell you something. Nothing ever changes. Let me show you what I mean. I love Douglas Adams. The he is, in opinion, the king, and he is truly missed. Douglas Adams, we miss you. There's no one like you in this world. You are truly a creative bastard. Bastid. Look it up in Johnny Dangerously. All right, so that is done. That is done. Oh, is everything going to be at least? Oh, um, uh, I'm going to take this time and say hi, hello, how are you? And tell you folks that, oh, I just love a Friday, don't you? That means everything looks good. Okay, we had it so good. We blew the as our promo said that today was so strong. Our sporty balls were so strong today, so shiny that it blew out the LCD on the electronic board. So we had to use our logo to make the promotion. So here we go. Let's get some news on to you. Okay, thank you. The 2024 NHL trade line has come and gone. Trade Center is now ended. It's time to analyze the moves teams did and didn't make. Some teams made a splash or multiple splashes. Wouldn't that be called splash eye? While others failed to address some glaring needs with the playoffs looming. Now, the Vegas Golden Knights, who are indeed the defending Stanley Cup champs, were among the most active teams in the league, and they made a trio of big moves over the last week. Vegas revamped its roster, and assuming it stays healthy enough to reach the postseason, will have the deepest roster of any club in the West. In the East, the Florida Panthers, Carolina Hurricanes also improved upon already an impressive rosters. Some teams, however, really did miss a big opportunity over the last few days. The LA Kings and Boston Bruins might have fallen behind their main competition, and the Tampa Bay Lightning, they've had better days. So after a week wheeling and dealing, let's take you now to the biggest winners and the saddest losers of the trade seasons. Oh, why did you hit the... Guys, we're not talking NBA, we're talking NHL. Thank you. There we go. We're back to it. Our teleprompter here is giving us Fitskis. By the way, I love the picture of the Quebec Nordique logo. Quebec, don't worry, you're going to have a team. One day you will have a team. Seattle, you will have a team. Basketball, I should clarify. Basketball team. Okay, we've already done the intro. Let's go to it. One of the winners, the Vegas Golden Knights, are defending Stanley Cup champions. If a big name player was available ahead of the trade deadline, then there's a good chance the Golden Knights tried to acquire him. Actually, even if a player wasn't widely believed to be available, Vegas tried to acquire them. That's exactly what Golden Knights general manager Kelly McCrimmon did in order to land Tomas Hertl from the San Diego Sharks right under the wire at the deadline. The Golden Knights missed out on Jake Gunsel, so they got creative and turned to an off-the-board option. That was also after the Golden Knights already added winger Anthony Mantha and defenseman Noah Hannafin earlier in the week. Vegas was determined to go big game hunting, and it succeeded in that mission. The Golden Knights added 3 legitimate impact players to their roster, and they now have the deepest roster in the National Hockey League. Ain't that stunning, kids? Now they just have to be healthy enough to reach loser. Excuse me. For this, I need the ever lovable kazoo. Okay, kiddies. Yeah, I know. Steve, you got to keep losing the weight. Get back on it. Yes, I fell off the wagon, but I'm getting back on it. The loser, the Tampa Bay Lightning. Tampa Bay came into the week with a clear need on the blue line. Mikhail Sergachev is on LTIR, and the team has struggled with giving up scoring chances all season. The Bolts just missed out on the top available defenseman at this deadline. In the weeks leading up to March 8th, Tampa had been linked to Philadelphia's Sean Walker and Calgary's Noah Hannafin. The former wound up with the Colorado Avalanche, and the latter is now a Golden Knight. That meant the Lightning had to sell for former Arizona Coyote defenseman Matt Dumba, who has really struggled in 2023-2024. Tampa didn't give up much to acquire him, but I'm not sure he does much to fix the Lightning's glaring defensive issues. If the Lightning are going to go on another deep playoff roster with this current core, it looks like Andrei Vasilevsky will have to pick up most of the slack when it comes to keeping the puck out of the net. Another winner, Colorado Avalanche. Avalanche general manager Joe Sakic knows his team's Stanley Cup window is still wide open. And he operated aggressively this week, although the Avs didn't do anything on the actual trade deadline day. They were extremely busy throughout the week. I am adjusting the microphone. In one of the more fun moves of the week, Colorado flipped young defenseman Bowen Byram for Casey Mittelstadt of the Buffalo Sabres. Mittelstadt could be a legitimate long-term solution for the Avs. On the second line, which has been an issue for a while, it probably hurt to lose a player as skilled as Byram, but Colorado made up for it by shipping out Ryan Johansson's contract and adding Sean Walker in a deal with the Philadelphia Flyers. That reinforced the blue line with a veteran who was having a tremendous 23-24 season. Outside of those 2 significant moves, the Avalanche also improved their forward depth with the acquisitions of Yakov Trenin and Brandon Duhaime. Those 2 will provide some tenacity down the lineup, and the Avalanche somehow look even more imposing than they did before this week actually started. Losers, the legacy. The New York Rangers, a couple of Stanley Cup contenders in the East, the Florida Panthers, Carolina Hurricane, made some significant moves ahead of the trade deadline. A few of them, including the Rangers, failed to make any kind of splash. Although the Rangers are leading the Metro Division, they did have room for upgrades on their roster. In fact, there was rampant speculation that they were looking for a center and a winger ahead of the deadline. In a way, they accomplished that mission, but with Seattle's Alexander Wenberg and Columbus's Jack Roslovic, while those two will add depth in New York, they don't move the needle as much as other options. What probably stung the most for the Rangers is the fact they were reportedly in discussions with the Pittsburgh Penguins about getting Jay Gunsel when the Carolina Hurricanes swooped in and made a deal happen. Wow. The Canes are the Rangers' biggest competition in the division, and they clearly got better this week. Speaking of the Carolina Hurricanes, they did fantastic, darling. They wound up acquiring Gunsel in a hefty deal that saw Michael Bunting go the other way. The Hurricanes don't often pay up for rentals on the trade market, but they made a worthwhile exception for Gunsel. And it seems that Carolina, as good as the team has been for the last few years, they got a bit better. They're constantly looking for a little bit more scoring. The team got it by acquiring Gunsel. The former Penguin has hit the 20-goal mark in each of the last 7 seasons, and he has scored 30 goals 3 different times. Gunsel is the type of player the Canes have needed. Another loser? Yep, the LA Kings. For obvious reasons, they're in the same boat as the Rangers, but maybe even to a more extreme degree. The teams around them at the top of the conference, including the Oilers, Avalanche, and Dallas Stars, all made upgrades. Los Angeles didn't. They had obvious needs on the wing and in goal, but but much like a certain president, he failed to address either of them. And well, they didn't much do anything to drive a needle upwards. So the path to the Stanley Cup in the West is a gauntlet, and the Kings do seem to be a notch or two behind their biggest competition. Speaking of which, Florida Panthers, big winner as well. They were already the NHL's best team entering the trade deadline, and it probably would have been fine doing nothing at all. However, Bill Zito, the general manager, refused to sit idly by doing nothing but crocheting a rug. He made a couple of low-cost moves that will improve his roster. A couple of days before the deadline, the Panthers acquired winger Vladimir Tarasenko from the Ottawa Senators for a 3rd and 4th round pick. It's nothing for a team in win-now mode, and Tarasenko could thrive in the sunrise. And once again, hello, Matt. And hello, Taylor Swift, greater than Disney, Star Wars, and the MCU. Hello! And hello, LDG. We're back doing sports, which is fun. Even if Tarasenko isn't the perennial 30-goal scorer he used to be, he's fully capable of pulling up numbers alongside Alexander Barkov. On deadline day itself, the Panthers got Buffalo Sabres captain Kyle Okposo for practically nothing. He may not be moving the needle a ton, but he will give the team an excellent boost and a 4th-line presence. Florida, on top of all this, also conducted an excellent piece of business by signing Gustav Forsling to an 8-year contract worth just $5.75 million per season. Another loser, the Boston Bruins. There's got to be some sweat going on in Bruin Town after this trade line. The Bruins made some interesting decisions without making their roster notably better. The Panthers and Hurricanes made some big time upgrades, but Boston, nope. We're We're staying with what we got. Yeah, we are staying with what we got. Friday, the Bruins began their day by acquiring veteran fourth liner Pat Maroon. Pat Maroon, you are the one we wanted so. Oh, sorry. I go into songs sometimes. Must remember. Oh, wait a minute. It's my show. If I want to go over overtime, I will go overtime. Yeah. Anyway, his effectiveness might be up for debate, but Maroon has won the Stanley Cup 3 times. And if Boston had done something else, it might have been a decent move, but the team's only other acquisition was defenseman Andrew Peeke from the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Peake addition was especially puzzling because it cost the Bruins a third-round pick, and he's had a very miserable season thus far. Bruins are still one of the top teams in the East, and they're third in the NHL in point percentage, but it feels like they missed the boat. And the Red Wings, oh, baby, did they do good. I am proud of my wingers. Okay, let's go to some baseball news. And it's not good news if you are a Cincinnati Reds fan. Let's tell you why. Cincinnati Reds top prospect Nolvi Marte has been suspended 80 games after testing positive for boldenone, a performance-enhancing substance. Major League Baseball announced Friday the suspension will begin on opening day. Marte can participate in spring training and play in spring games until then. The 22-year-old was acquired from Seattle Mariners as the headliner in the Luis Castillo trade at the 2022 deadline. He made his MLB debut last season, hit .316, .366, and .456 in 35 games. He'll be eligible to return to Cincinnati. Will be eligible to return Cincinnati's 81st game of the regular season on June 26th. That is the final game of a 3-game homer series with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Marte was expected to serve as Cincinnati's everyday third baseman in 2024. The Reds have more infielders and roster spots and can fill the third base job fairly easy. Marte's suspension figures to push former NL Rookie of the Year Jonathan India back into the everyday lineup. They could also put Jaime Candelario or Spencer Steer at the hot corner. Reds went 82-80 last season, missed the postseason by 2 games. They're expected to take a step forward in this season, in part because high upside young players like Marte, Eli De La Cruz, and Matt McLean have gotten their feet wet and are closer to breaking out. Ooh, isn't that good, folks? Yes, it is. All right. Let's see what else has been going on lately in the old sports before we head up to the mountain that we love called Ultimate Scores. Let's take you to Friday Night SmackDown. We got a story on them. There is quite a possibility that, well, I think we mentioned this last night. If not, it bears to be repeated, that SmackDown may be switching networks. Well, they are going to go to the USA Network in October, but during the time they're still on Fox, there is a huge chance that they will be moving the show to FS1 because Fox will be programming college basketball on that night. So here we go. And as you know, when we review the wrestling programs, we don't mess around with the BS. We just go straight to the match and who won. So here we go. It's live. There we go. Let's skip to the main. Here we are. What happened on WWE SmackDown? I'm glad you asked, because here it is. Randy Orton laid out KSI with an RKO after Logan Paul revealed that his Prime beverage will be WWE's first ever ring mat advertisement. If I were a TKO group, I would look at that contract because that drink, they've got some problems with it. Allegedly. Orton and Kevin Owens defeated Austin Theory and Grayson Waller via pinfall after hitting Theory with a pop-up RKO combination. Paul tried to attack Orton with brass knuckles post-match, but failed. Maybe you should save those brass knucks for when you take on Mike Tyson, you blithering moot. 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 Now, Bailey was distraught about Damage Control turning on her in a sit-down interview with Kayla Braxton. Naomi expressed sympathy for Bailey, but Bianca Belair was not having any of it. Snart. Yeah, I just made a word. Hello, mate. How's it going, mate? Bobby Lashley defeated Karrion Kross via disqualification. You sign a big deal, yet you're being used as, a jobber. You should have just left and gone with AEW or TNA. But no, you stuck with WWE, which is in a major disaster flux. You might as well just say it. There is a cluster flux of problems with the WWE, with made the downfall of Vince McMahon. Legado del Fantasma bullied Dragon Lee for wanting to be the next Rey Mysterio. There is no other Rey Mysterio but one. You can't be what one already is. There you go. Tiffany Stratton defeated Mackin via pinfall after hitting the prettiest moonsault ever. Here's a prediction for Tiffany. Leave your options open for AEW. You might want to do that. LA Knight, yeah. Smashed the TV with a chair after AJ Styles promised to put him in his place in a pre-taped vignette. What did the TV ever do to him? Dragon Lee defeated Angel Garza via pinfall after hitting a Dragon Rana. Legado de Fantasma laid him out post-match. And Damage Control bragged about outsmarting Bailey. So that's what happened on SmackDown. It's getting predictable. The WWE is in panic mode, and it shows with the writing. They lost some of their writers. A couple of good ones are now part of AEW. By the way, if you, by the way, for the do we have the resultativos? We do. Okay, let's pop them up. Okay, we got. I do believe this is Rampage. We're taking a look at. Yes. Yes, it's Rampage. There's Rampage. Okay, let's get over to the fun stuff, as we like to say. Yay. Because we got some entertainment news for you and something else therein. We are going to go slap happy. And let's take you to the results from Rampage, which was taped after Dynamite went off the air on Wednesday. So here we go. Orange Cassidy and Trent Barretta with Chuck Taylor versus The Butcher and Kip Sabian with The Blade. And the winner of that was Orange Cassidy and Trent Barretta. After the match, best friends, Cassidy hug in the center of the ring. It's nice, that's very, very nice. Anyway, Julia Hart, the TNA champion, the TBS champion, went against Robin Renegade for a TBS championship, and the winner of that, Julia Hart. Penta El Zero Miedo with Alex Abrahantes took on Action Andretti, and the winner of that was Penta El Zero Miedo. And here we go. Top Flight versus Commander and Brian Keith with Alex Abrahantes versus Private Party. The winner of that was Top Flight. It was indeed a day of fun. Yes, I'm going to say it, a day of fun. AEW legendary wrestling announcer Jim Ross offers a health update. By the way, these news blurbs for wrestling wise are courtesy of Wrestling Inc. Uh, Jim Ross has had a long battle with skin cancer. It's been well publicized, but on his Grilling JR podcast, he revealed that he also recently fell and cracked his hip, leading to a 3-week recovery. Ross also noted he is now at the end cycle of his healing, but that traveling is difficult. He's not sure exactly when he's going to get back in the saddle as far as doing the show. He'll be at, well, the St. Louis pay per view. He's currently walking with a cane, but quickly pointed out it's only temporary. It's part of the healing process. And it's pretty good. Now, on the other side, tweets can come back and destroy your career. Kevin Kelly found that out, and not so happy. The folks that own ROH, which just happens to be Tony Khan's AEW, sort of had to let him go because of a couple of tweets that were not very, very, positive. So Kevin Kelly will probably go back to New Japan Pro Wrestling. Let's see who we got. Do we have anything more? Going through the. By the way, the Blue Meanie is awesome. That's all I gotta say about it. He was awesome. Let's see here. Excuse me for a few putrid moments here. By the way, Will Offspray doing exquisite. Here we go. The AEW Collision tapings used a new announce team. Kevin Kelly was removed from the promotion's roster page while he was also not present at the recent AEW Collision tapings. At the tapings for this Saturday's Collision show, Kelly was missing from the broadcast team with Nigel McGuinness and Tony Schiavone manning the two-man booth. Kelly had been part of the Collision commentary team ever since he joined AEW last year. Former WWE backstage interviewer and MLW commentator, was part of New Japan Wrestling's English broadcast team prior to joining AEW. Why was Kelly removed from the roster page or the Collision show? Speculation is that it could be because of Kelly's recent comments directed at fellow AEW commentator Ian Riccoboni. Kelly claimed on X that Riccoboni libeled him and revealed that he had been pushed aside. Kelly last commentated on the March 2nd episode of Collision alongside Nick McGuinness and Tony Schiavone. Good luck in the future. And I mean that sincerely. Okay. We got some other stuff we're going to do for you, but right now it is time, boys and girls, to place your bets. Load it up for... It's time for the scores. Yes, friends, it is time for scores. It's time for us to give you scores from soccer, from basketball, baseball, hockey. You got it? We got it. So let's get to it, shall we? So we can end this show on time. But I've got a few things I got to say. It's my show. I created it. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go, go. Matt, you still with me? Let's go Friday. Tomorrow, I have to pick up Deborah at 7. Angie's sister Chrissy at 7:30. Get some free food, and then start the whole day fresh as a daisy. I was so tired after today that I actually fell asleep at 7:30, woke up at 10. That's the best 3 hours. Now I'm going to have to watch the. I'm gonna have to get some sleep and wake up at 6:30 and do everything I can. Let's. We on Friday? Yeah. Okay. We got nope. Okay. Thank you. La Liga in Spain, Barcelona over Mallorca, 1-0. Series A in Italia. Napoli and Torino went to a 1-1 tie. In Das Bundesliga, Stuttgart, not our guy, but the team known as Stuttgart. By the way, Harry von Stuttgart permanently back here next week, and boy, do we need him. Stuttgart won over Union Berlin 2-2 Zippy, the wonder dog. Liga MX, hi there, go back down. Liga MX from Mexico, Clausura, Puebla and Atlas tied at 2. Necaxa over Atletico de San Luis, 3-1.
There aren't any Atletico Madrid, Atletico San Luis soccer games.
Excuse me for a moment. I'm going to shut Alexa. Thank you. Come on. Come on. Come on, don't do this. I'm being punished. I'm being punished here now. There we are. Hi, how are you? Okay, in let's see, Juarez and Toluca also tied. In the A League in Australia, Western Sydney took on Western Sydney Wanderers took on the Western United